I started managing cafes when I was 18, just building up that knowledge up until Public Square.
I spent years and years in retail management, switched my entire career to financial services because it was always something that I had been interested in, and I was at a point in my life where I felt like I could make that move.
The long-term goal was always to be brothers in business together.
There were always these conversations about, could we go into business together? What could we do? What would that look like? And then came along Public Square, this opportunity to open this coffee shop. I've been preparing for this. Nothing ever felt like I couldn't do it. I found myself surrounded by the kinds of people who were supportive and saying, yes, you can do that. Grandmont Rosedale gets behind the community. They get behind local business owners and entrepreneurs. And so for us, it was always about how do we exist in this community and make sure that everybody in this community can come in and feel comfortable and have a cup of coffee. Coffee is big, but the experience, the people, the stories, the vibe is what brings me back to every cafe that I frequent. That was the other catalyst for this, was that it was this space. Like, the location had to be right more even than the timing did. And so when it was this building in this neighborhood, we knew that it was time to pull the trigger on it.
I know we've all had experiences at some point in our lives where we've gone in somewhere, even if it's not a coffee shop, anywhere you go where you haven't felt accepted or you haven't felt loved. But if you didn't come in here and get your coffee and also feel loved and accepted, and that you felt better when you walked out the door, then we really didn't do our job. It's really all about, can you exist at the Public Square, with no judgment and be loved by the people that are there.
We have to give back more than we take from this community. Working with nonprofits in the area, working with other small businesses to collaborate. So that would be my vision, is how do we, in the long run, build up to where there's more small businesses, more people coming into the neighborhood.
Yeah, come down to Public Square. We'd love to have you anytime, serve you a great cup of coffee and make a connection with you.
We appreciate Goodroots and all that they're doing as far as working with nonprofits and another organization that's giving back in Detroit. So we really appreciate everything that Goodroots is doing. We've also started a podcast out of the coffee shop. It's called Coffee and Creatives Detroit. You can find it on Apple Podcasts. You can also find it on YouTube. We're talking to some really cool people who are making a difference in the community, using their talents to give back. And so check it out again, Apple Podcasts or on YouTube, Coffee and Creatives Detroit.